Hey, Leo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your September 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Leo, welcome. It looks like change is on the horizon, and I'm actually getting a message here around inspiration. Your most inspirational piece has yet to be created. And I feel like a lot of you have had ideas. A lot of you have really wanted to expand upon your creativity. And I feel like you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough, a breakthrough that could lead to one of your most profound pieces of work to date. Your first card out is change. There's a change coming for the better. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see change, you must be the change. And you realize this. There's something within yourself that you are discovering this month when it comes to your career. And look at that. You actually have the sun showing up here. And this is your major arcana, Leo. So I feel without a doubt that a lot of you are stepping into new opportunities to increase your finances, but there's a shift within you that is making this possible. You're telling yourself a new story. I'm also hearing Calgary, Canada. Some of you may be from Calgary, or Calgary could be significant. Perhaps you want to move there, or you've lived there. Take it as it resonates. I feel for some of you, there was a feeling of being left out in the cold, or feeling like you weren't enough, or maybe someone else wasn't able to see your worth, maybe a boss, a coworker, or you yourself have struggled with self-worth. But there is a beautiful hit of inspiration, and that's the energy I'm picking up on here, and you're reading intuitively. And here it is coming in the near future position. Ace of Wands is a beautiful inspirational gift, but it feels like it's been a little bit of a headache. We have double five showing up here with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, but 5 and 5 equals 10. You're completing a cycle, and I feel like change is imminent here for you. All right, let's dive in. There's definitely a change coming in here for you, and I feel like this is internal. Now, some of you, you may work in retail. You have the retail card. It says, if you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for it. Whatever the idea is that you have, whatever inspires you, perhaps this may be something you've put on the back burner. It could be what you are already focused on. This can be e-commerce, okay, retail or e-commerce, whether it's goods or services. I'm also picking up on technology, online courses, classes, workshops. You may be selling your items online. I feel for some of you, you want to branch off and add a new item. It's almost as if it's a la carte. So you may have different items that people can choose from. If this is your career, you may have a degree or certifications in many different things. Okay. For example, it doesn't have to be, a 4-year degree, a 6-year degree. You could have a certification in early childhood. You could be a Reiki master. You may have nutritional wellness under your belt. Perhaps you have your CNA license. I feel like there's a little smorgasbord, Leo, that you've invested in. And you may be saying, why did I do that? I'm not actually using that degree, but I feel like every bit of it, everything you've learned has brought you to this point. It's as if you've been training for this for a lifetime, and you have the knowledge, you have the education, you have the wisdom to move forward. And Make your dreams a reality. And I really get that energy of your best piece of work is in the creation period here. There's something within you. It's bubbling up. You may already know what this is, or you have that inner knowing that your best work is yet to come. Some of you could be authors, publishers, writers. You could be content creators, and it could be your best video you've ever put out, or it could be your most profound piece of work. Now you also have Gaia energy. Mother Gaia, you are definitely working with the universe here. Trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet. This could be working with herbs or working with nature in some way, shape, or form. I also get a message here about working with humanity and helping others by utilizing your own spiritual gifts in some way, shape, or form. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothe, and regroup. Even if you work in accounting, or perhaps you work with numbers all day, or your job is very stressful mentally, maybe physically, emotionally, whatever it is here that you do, I feel like Mother Gaia is calling you in here saying it's time to reconnect, because that is what truly is going to inspire you. You may have some major breakthroughs while you're out in nature, while you're out on the water. Some of you may be going for a walk. You may be feeling, inspired by the beauty all around you. There's something with beauty. And you also have investment as your outcome energy. Finances are looking good. They are growing. This is a great time to invest, set a strong foundation, and you will see the fruits of your labor. Investing your time, your energy, your money, your effort, whatever this is that inspires you. Now is the time to invest, because it is going to change the course of your future, the course of your destiny. You are the creator here. And because change is your first card out, this is a good change. It says for the better, and you start off with the sun. So big vibes coming in. Something here that may at one point, there may have been a belief around something being taken away from you, Leo, with the Five of Pentacles showing up as crossing the sun. It's almost as if whatever this Five of Pentacles was, it may have been money issues, health issues, bankruptcy, poverty conscious mindset. It could have been that a job or a promotion was denied, rejected, was sent to someone else, or you didn't receive the accolades. I almost feel like pride got in the way here. You had a wounded ego, bruised ego because of a situation, and it blocked your happiness, or it blocked your abundance towards a new beginning or a new path. You may have sat in this for quite some time. It's as if the rug got pulled out from underneath you, and ever since that may have happened, it may have felt like the sunshine wasn't, available. It may have felt very rainy, very gloomy, but you're waking up to a new path, a new beginning, because what I see here with the key, right? You see the key and you see the lock right there. You're going to lift your head up. I feel like a lot of you are in the midst of lifting your head up. You can see that she has her head down, and she's still going through a bit of a recovery process, financial recovery. This could be regaining of self-confidence. It could be healing financial loss of some sort, or disappointments when it comes to money or health. And you're lifting your head up, and you're going to realize that the key is right there. The key is within you. You're going to go over and unlock that door, and there's a new opportunity on the other side. And this new opportunity is bringing in abundance, right? It is bringing in happiness, success, good health. This is life is good, and it's a confident, healthy ego, right? Versus feeling like you had to take care and nurture something here. Bring it back to life is what I feel, because you see the two opposites on these cards. One is, a very dull, very maybe darkish type of energy, and the other is a very bright, happy, vital type of energy. So you're bringing something back to life. And I feel like what you're bringing back to life, Leo, is you. All right. Wow. Okay. So bottom of the deck here, it's almost though as if you're expecting the worst. Okay. And that's what's important to be mindful of. Okay. Because it's as if some of you are preparing for unexpected financial loss, or you are enduring that at this time. And it says that if there is a financial crisis, it may be, or it may have been out of your control, but you can still control the outcome. That's why the Five of Pentacles is showing up here. Deal with things ahead and try to prepare for the unexpected before it happens. Okay, so that could be part of the change. And I actually feel whatever this is, it's for the better. But the mind tends to go towards worst case scenario, right? And so let's take a look. There's one card at the bottom, the Rebel. Beautiful energy. And it was actually face down. And I feel like your inner rebel is coming up, and it says limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. That's the limiting belief, that the worst is going to happen, because it has happened in the past. There's been some sort of loss, destruction, setback, mental breakdown, physical health deteriorating. There's something here that has caused a very, very deep and very real to you sense of loss. But I feel like that's a limiting belief that you are breaking out of. In the recent past, you actually have the Hanged Man. This is a breakthrough. This is a spiritual epiphany. This is an aha moment of truth where at one point you were very much stuck in this, maybe even stuck in your head, because typically on the Hanged Man, the crown chakra is always illuminated. So for some of you, it may have been that mental thought or pattern that we replay in our heads over and over and over. And Leo, the Rebel, says, you're a system buster. You're an entrepreneur, or teaching others a better way. Just say that word out loud for a moment if you're able to. System buster. How does that feel to you? Does it wake you up, Leo? Does it bring a sense of power and confidence and vitality? System buster. It means that you have the ability to break out of a belief system, to break out of the systems that we are taught, right? And that you are a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. And I'm getting goosebumps here, because this is something that you are meant to evolve from. You are an inspiration to many. I'm getting, for some of you, this is a lot of people. I mean, even if it's one person, that is significant enough to have done it, right? And that one person could be you, it could be your children, it could be your family. And for some of you, this is going to be hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people, where you are the trailblazer. You help others break out of that system, right? System buster. Maybe that's going to be someone's next, YouTube or next business LLC. You could take it. I'll let you. But the Rebel is showing up within you. So don't expect the worst case scenario to happen. Things are changing, all right. You're right about that. But they don't have to be for the worse. It says there's a change for the better coming. Embrace it with open arms. Look at the sun energy here, Leo, which again is your major arcana. What are her arms doing there? Her arms are wide open. She has the strength of the universe and the strength of her soul and her guides and her ancestors. And she feels that sweet warmth upon her, and she is ready to tackle anything here. And I feel like this is your energy. So don't let the limitations and beliefs of what has happened in the past hold you back any longer. What's below you? There has been a fall from grace. Six of Wands. It's as if the pedestal was kicked out from underneath you in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, the Six of Wands could have been a public humiliation, okay? Or you felt overlooked by your peers, or you felt overlooked when really you've been doing a darn good job, and You deserve some sort of victory, some sort of spotlight. But it feels like it's been a long time coming for you to get noticed, get recognized here with the Six of Wands in reverse. This can be shame or feeling like you failed in some way, shape, or form. But can you look at this opportunity as a stepping stone, as a part of, your soul's journey? Because the truth of the matter is, right? The truth within yourself is you are a divine soul having a human experience, right? And an experience you will have, which sometimes includes going through challenging times where that pedestal does get kicked out from underneath you. Should we even be on that pedestal, right? That can be challenging, or it can be expectations. It can be perfectionism. And there's nothing wrong at all with wanting the accolades of your hard work, wanting to hear job well done or feel appreciated for offering your gifts. That's not what I'm saying here. But I feel like something was not reciprocated. Something felt very uneven, unfair, or it's as if you were trying to climb your way to the top here. And it's like someone came in and just kind of kicked that pedestal and said, nope, we're going to just knock you down a notch. And you're like, what? The pedestal isn't even a pedestal. It's a step. I'm just trying to climb up here. Why is this a struggle to be so successful here, or to bring in recognition in some way, shape, or form? But I feel like it has to do with something within you. Do you believe you're worthy? Or perhaps maybe as a young girl or a young boy, you were taught that, you had to work so very hard at getting a compliment from mom or dad. Or perhaps there was so many of you that you had to fight for your time, or whatever it was. I feel like there's something bubbling up deep within you, and you're saying the truth of the matter is, I have the ability to grow and strive. I don't have to let any type of failures or setbacks lodge into my energy and hold me stagnant or stuck. And that's where you're coming out of this. In the recent past, the Hanged Man is that epiphany that we just talked about. It is, a breakthrough of the limitations. It is letting go of control. And sometimes this pedestal energy can be, like I said, expectations, control, perfectionism. And I feel like the true inner boss within you is releasing that, and it's allowing you to shine in areas where you will see that other people recognize you for who you are. And if they don't, you're saying, well, that's too bad for them, because they could be, missing out, but I'm going to go where I belong, or I'm going to go where I'm appreciated. And there's a big change on the horizon, and it starts with you. Now, you do have the Temperance showing up here above you. So the Temperance, 3 major arcanas off the bat. We have 4 total in your reading. But the Temperance can be extremes in how we spend our money. It can be extremes in our emotions. You're bringing balance. You see the moon and the sun, which actually is the same energy that I was picking up on earlier. Look at the moon. It almost looks like the color of the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the sun here showing up. So you're bringing it back into balance. You're bringing your financial well-being, your emotional well-being. I also feel that some of you were very stuck on either rejection or lack of self-worth, or some of you may have even been demoted in a situation here. You may have been taken aside and kind of put on a different course, and you're like, wait a second, I was going forward on this course. Why am I veering? Why do I have this detour showing up? And I'm getting that it was to teach you here maybe patience, balance, awareness, self-worth. The Temperance is also about blending energies. It's about compromise and self-control. So we could see huge shifts right now, and you may have already started to embrace them with the Hanged Man in the recent past. but this is also Sagittarian energy, Leo. So some of you may have strong Sag placements in your chart, or this could come back into complete balance by the end of the year. Sagittarian season is November 23rd-ish until the 21st of December. Because in the near future, we have a whole heck of a lot of inspiration. Ace of Wands is one of the most beautiful gifts here. It is a gift of vitality and chasing dreams. It's the Wands element is about our fire, our spirit, our willpower, our passion and drive and creativity. It is opening up our third eye, which is activated here. And I feel like you're setting new goals. You're feeling optimistic about life. You are reinventing yourself, Leo, from the inside out. And this affects your career in all areas. If there has been creative blocks, if you felt burnt out, low vitality, lack of energy, there's a brand new beginning showing up here for you. This could show up in the form of a new project, a new offer to work on something that inspires you. It could be to work with new people that inspire you. I'm also getting your ideas are ready to come to fruition. Try not to let them sit there in the ether. The universe is saying, we got your back here, Leo. It's time to bring this down to reality. Okay? It's time to bring your ideas to reality because this is new beginnings. This Ace represents the self, the courage that it takes to embrace this gift with open arms and to step into a new beginning by becoming that leader you are. And it doesn't mean that you have to be leading a major company or you have to be a CEO, right? Some people comment and say, Mel, I don't want to be a leader. Sometimes being a leader just means that you step into a new beginning, right? You're brave enough and courageous enough to step forward. That is true leadership as well. Now, what's going up in your world? What's going on in your energy? Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a lot of conflict. How do I get to this ace, right? Or how do I grasp it? Because what is he trying to reach for there? The sun. And that's your energy showing up. So it is present. And it's as if you're so close to this, but you can't quite feel it yet, even though it's all around, right? What did the very first message that came up? It says, just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean it's not happening. This is the card of movement. This is the card of change. But because it may feel like it's still at a distance, I feel like it's here. I feel like that is you. You finally made it to this point where you fell back, right? You fell down. You've felt like other people were climbing all over you. I mean, this looks like a big old game of career Twister, right? If you've ever played the game Twister and you have hands over here and feet over here, I feel like it's been a little bit of a cluster and you finally got to the point where you're the last man standing. And what that means is you are rising above the fray, rising above the competition here. You're getting to that Six of Wands that we see you have struggled with in the past, right? It's showing up here because we also have Five of Swords showing up. And this is winning at all costs. And I don't feel like it has the negative connotation that sometimes this card does. Just because we see two fives, 5 and 5 equals 10. It's as if you've dealt with people around you that have stepped on toes. I mean, even yourself at times, Leo, perhaps you've tried to do what you needed to do to survive, right? Maybe you felt at times that you've stepped on toes or said things that you could have chosen better words or, but sometimes that is part of the experience, right? We're not perfect, nor should we strive for perfection. And that can be, a challenge in itself. And I feel with this Five of Swords, you're finally, again, coming to the top. 5 and 5 equals 10. 10 is that ace. It breaks down to a 1. Here it is for you. And You're ready. You've been ready because in your hopes and fears, Leo, we have the Knight of Wands. Look at all this wand energy, right? Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. And this is about you feeling that inspiration that we talked about as well. This is about you taking that ace and running with it. Knight of Wands is action. This is change. This is being that change you wish to see in the world. And I love that she is drumming here, because if you listen to the drums in a song, right? I used to be a drummer in high school, and the rest of the band follows the lead of the drummer. So if you start to go a little bit slower, you're going to notice that the rest of the band goes slower, because you are the tempo keeper in a way. You are the one that, brings in the energy of how fast or slow it goes. And I feel like this is a very fast moving energy. And for some of you, I'm getting that song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. You know how it starts out, there's very slow instrumentals, and and then it speeds up a little bit, and then it goes up. That is basically life in a nutshell, is it not? Right? And I feel like you're getting to that point of the song where I see a little silhouette of a man. So I feel like there's a big piece coming up, but it's exciting, right? So if some of you want an extra burst of inspiration and passion, you may want to listen to that song, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, because I feel like you are taking the lead. You're speeding things up here. There's action, there's passion, there is excitement. This is instinct and moving forward, becoming that change. You are in need of a warrior. That is who you are, right? You're getting things done quickly, and there's a new adventure coming in for you. And your final outcome is the Lovers. The Lovers energy is about balanced choices, right? Between the head and the heart. It is a soulmate, potentially contract. Soulmate doesn't have to be, romantic. It can be platonic. It can be a love between you and your work. It can be a love for you and your people, your clients. The Lovers is being in that heart center. It is making decisions because you feel balance, body, mind, and soul. This is about your destiny. This is about harmony and trusting in your divine path with a heart that is open to discovery. And I feel like there's emotional fulfillment here. There is new contracts, new partnerships, I even feel new negotiations in a way. I feel like these are good. Things are coming together, and we see a lot of red on this card. Red is the color of the base chakra, the root chakra, and this is your stability, right? So there's something here that is really showing up to increase and enhance and strengthen your stability, but it does require the heart to be open, but at the same time having that protection mechanism not so far out of reach, but just enough where you have boundaries, where there's that fine balance here in what you do and who you are. This is a beautiful energy, Leo. Let's look at messages from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for Leo, please? What do we have for Leo? We have why. We have the why card, which can be about questioning why things have happened. So what I'm picking up on, and we'll read from the guidebook as well. Some of you may be 31 or born on the 31st. Some of you are really questioning those beliefs that we talked about earlier. This can be really taking a deep dive into what motivates you. If you know your why, it can change the course of your direction, right? It can change your destiny by knowing the why. And there is great power in understanding your motives, okay? The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking specific questions and taking a deep dive into some of those belief systems. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, or save for the future? Or maybe all of these. No motive is good or bad, right? That's important to remember. No motive is good or bad. We get so stuck in, the mind trap of right and wrong and good and bad and left and right. What if we're here to grow? What if it is a oneness here of evolution and we make choices that we feel are in our highest good, and we don't have to attach, a negative connotation to it. We can look at it as a learning growth opportunity and then allow it to pass through us, because then we don't hang on. We don't stay in this hanged man energy. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to learn. That's okay. And it says here, no motive is good or bad, but having agenda hidden from yourself, that is the key. That's why we have the moon and the sun, because the moon can be a very hidden energy. It can be a subconscious. It can be self-denial. It could be running from truths. Having agenda hidden from you will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life, Leo. Yeah. Because we have the Five of Pentacles, which can be a very disconnected or poverty conscious or, financial or material type of energy, where we really feel stuck with, why did that happen? Why did I, go through this loss, identity crisis? Some of you, there was maybe a job stolen, ideas stolen. I mean, this can be massive hardships. Bankruptcy can be foreclosure, the loss of a home, the loss of a business, a job. I mean, this can hit a person hard. It really can. It is upheaval. And I feel with this crossing your path, you're coming to a point of acceptance. And that acceptance is what changes everything with the Hanged Man, because then you're seeing, what are we seeing here? The temperance angels. We're seeing the moon and the sun. There's no more hiding. Everything is out in the open here for you. And the protection message is this. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. So for example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire isn't really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better, because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner, right? Or reunite with a family member because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching. Now, again, the motive in itself, like it says, there's no right or wrong. In some of those, you may have heard those examples and you said, but Mel, that motive is based on ego, or that motive feels very triggering. That's where you bring it to the surface and say, okay, but is it the truth? Because that's what matters here for you, and to not suppress it or deny it. Okay, now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free. That is what is going to cause you, Leo, to lift your head up from this energy, just like in this illustration, just like in this card, and to see that key that is going to unlock the door to your Ace of Wands. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. And the happiness is right here with the big old sun showing up, your major arcana, smack center in your reading. Beautiful. Let's get a message here from your spirit animals. And at this time, Leo, I ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it for as long as you can. And release with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be a pet that has crossed over the rainbow bridge. Perhaps one that you currently have at home. Or maybe one that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Leo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss the notification posted around the first of the month. All right. Some of you may be 41 years old, 46, 34, 52, 23, or born on the 23rd. Your first card out is Nightingale Spirit, and it says love is all around. And that is your outcome energy, is love, right? You see that the bird is sending out these frequencies. You see all the musical notes. There is a universal frequency that we all are connected to. And you are understanding more and more the universal laws of the universe and how they work. And there's an appreciation and a deep sense of gratitude for all that you've gone through. And I feel like you are waking up to the truth of who you are and bringing about the best version of yourself out there. And that requires complete and utter honesty. And when it shows up, as I see it showing up, you have the peacock. This is letting it shine. Peacock is bright, it's expansive, it is beautiful, it's vibrant, it's colorful. It is the Ace of Wands, right? Let it shine. It's showing up here for you to open that heart up, and it's right smack there center in the heart area of the peacock. We have hummingbird. Hummingbird is a very high frequency that reminds us to be here now, be in the moment, right? We don't have, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. All we have is right now. And if we focus on yesterday's and tomorrow's, we leak our energy. We lose sight of what we can create right here in the moment. So the reminder with hummingbird is be present. Next, you have eagle spirit. Spirit has your back, and some of you may have seen an eagle in your vision. I'm getting here liberation. Some of you want to be freed from a situation. You want emotional and financial and physical freedom here. And I feel like that is something you are rising to new heights. And look at all the birds. Wow. We have the nightingale, the peacock, the hummingbird, the eagle. That's 4 birds here. So Leo, some of you may even have some strong air placements, or winged creatures are your totem at this time. So spirit has your back. The universe has your back here. And lastly here, the scarab beetle says magic works through you. Why? Because you are magical. You are a divine soul, right? You have this ability to create and inspire and live with purpose and intentionality here. Don't ever forget that. And last but not least, let's get a message here from your guides, your angels, your ancestors. What do we have for Leo? Get grounded, especially for you empaths out there, highly sensitive. It's time to connect with nature. So we see Gaia coming through twice. Okay, and I'm going to read the message from Gaia once again. Trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet, maybe working with herbs, working with nature in some way. I'm getting organic, maybe fruits, vegetables. This could be, essential oils. Some of you are making healthier plant-based products for the body, for the skin, for the hair. You may even be working with opening up a retail shop that has to do with healthy products that help the environment. Connect with nature. It says spend time with nature to be healed, soothe, and to regroup. And a lot of you Leos are empaths, okay? Or you have strong placements in your chart even. That could be water, okay? Some of you, this is Scorpio as well. I'm getting Scorpio energy. Pisces, Cancer potentially. So that is what I have for you, Leo. I'm loving this reading. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most, and it helps the growth of the channel, which I am so grateful and appreciative to be here. Please drop your power animals in the comment section below the video. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell button. Do all the things if you feel called. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in today. Lots of love.